One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Tar Heels ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Now on the move. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Sooners are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Bringing the heat. Fires one high and deep. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And the Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Gauze. Shakes off the defender. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Line gets set, 1st down. Lopez to pass. Oh, they're after him. Catch in the middle, it's Ship. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. The offense lining up for a first down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And they'll knock him down.
And you can't get it all back in one play, but I really like that second down, man. I mean, that's a big positive chunk. You sneak the run in. They weren't thinking about the run. They were thinking pass after that disaster of first down, what it was. So you kind of make this a little bit more manageable, easier play call now on third down.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got fourth and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
He'll run for it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that drive covered just 44 yards, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Takes the handoff. It's up. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Finding open areas. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that. But they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
Running back searching for a hole.
Right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. They didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
He'll toss it. Turning on the Jets. There he goes. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you could tell. He made them pay with a big gain down the field.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
The Sooners trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
It's just so nice to have a signal ball who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Men, a gigantic collision of top 5 teams, and it is now a final. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. This could well be the biggest game we see all regular season, and this outcome promises to be a real talking point.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. With the catch, it's Ship. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. You would have really hoped that you would have gotten that extra yard on 3rd down, but now on 4th, and maybe you still have to go for it.
And it's interesting. 3rd and 1, you throw the football. The more physical team usually wins. Do you feel confident enough to run the football early in the game, in your own territory? Can you go get 1 yard with the running game? I'm always the guy that's going to roll the dice and go for it.
The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got it. All out of space. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Tar Heels look to keep this drive humming. They'll try the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pressure coming. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively.
Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quickly complete. Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up 1st and goal from the 7. The Tar Heels are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Lopez wants to fire. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, North Carolina! a short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And these are the plays that you look back on tape, and everybody's like, nice work, nice toughness, QB. To stand in there, know you're going to get blasted, but hold on to the ball until the guy comes open, feed him, and get the 6.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. It's a seam wide open. Got the first down and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree, arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. And a guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And a great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know that sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the ball's coming to me. Great job catching.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's...
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space, good things will happen.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
They'll try the run. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Intercepted deep in his own end. He'll try to take it back. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. Wide open spaces. He's loose. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Toss to the outside. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Line is set on third down. To the air. It's Mateer. Hauls it in. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout. And these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. The Sooners will try to move the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants it all. Touchdown Sooners! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
That is how you finish a play with some serious physicality. Nice job by the defense. He gets 1 yard, and you do the rest. You hit him, and you make him feel it. Next time he catches the football, you're like, hey, where's that dude at?
They stop him almost immediately. Short game there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Lots of running room. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run.
Turning it on. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
And the Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
The Sooners are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. He's got his man across the middle. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Keep it on the ground to start the second half. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Tar Heels will punt this one away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun. Give on the inside. Tough sledding near as he picks up 1 to the 29.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The option look. He'll toss it. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The lone back's got it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Here's the pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Tar Heels decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. To throw, it's Mateer. Looking left. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got out of trouble and throws. The quick out. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
3rd down play from the gun. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burks. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
On 4th down, going to the air. He just threw it away, couldn't find a man, and I guessed at least he saved a few yards of field position.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Fighting off the defender. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll go to the ground. Oh, better look out. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground with the running back.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tar Heels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll try it again. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll try to get outside. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And the Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get them on the ground quickly.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Lopez to pass. Now adjusting. There he goes. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third. Lets it fly deep downfield. Grabbed it in the end zone, but caught it just out of bounds on the left sideline. It's incomplete.
Nice job. Defense, they're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. Stop him at the 27.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Snatch it on the right. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
And the Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Unleashes one. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on 3rd down. To the air, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Might be changing the route. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the option. Now the toss. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it slips just inside that right upright. And guys, we are deadlocked here in the final period.
And this kicker has ice water in his veins. 4th quarter, you need to make the field goal to tie it up, and that kid just drilled it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Power football with the run. Turning on the Jets. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Right back to the well. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
The Tar Heels can really attack on this second and short. Looking for a gap. It's Hall. There he goes. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Lopez wants to fire. They go to the wide receiver screen. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Tar Heels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, running back on the move. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They've got the screen set up. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Punts it out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive.
And how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Fires to the end zone. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Tie game, fourth quarter, you get it in the red zone, and then to have a mistake like that is devastating.
Oh, this quarterback is the leader of this team. He's expected to make better decisions than that. You just cannot have your leader and your quarterback go out and be careless with the football, with the game on the line late in that kind of situation.
Using his legs, it's Tatum. Got enough for the first. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. The give from the gun. Oh, out of space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it will be a 59-yard attempt. Gives it on the option. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Now the pitch. It's a seam wide open. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Takes it past the marker. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance to... Everywhere, it's a turnover.
And that is a backbreaker for the offense because you're driving right now to win this football game, but instead you turn it over. And there's enough time on the clock now for the opponent to march the field and win this game.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rushes on him. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it along the sideline. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Lopez to pass. He lost one down the sideline. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Biggest drive of the game right now as the clock is winding down, a chance to win it before overtime. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34. Looking downfield on first down. He'll try to do it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need a score badly. We've got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The noise level is relentless here on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, they run it right up the middle to try to give their kicker a good angle, and here we go. This is all you can ask for if you're the kicker, an opportunity to go win the game. The ball's right in the middle of the field. You got to go do your job.
Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. A powerful kick, never a doubt for the game. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is